What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about the Season 3 Warzone mobile update and some content that finally released as of today. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and yes, I want to point out, I'm very well aware that Warzone mobile still needs some work. The game itself didn't release in the best state for select devices, select regions. I'm aware that some folks out there thought their device was compatible, and they even pre-registered, but they then found out on day one of release that their device actually didn't work with the game. I'm aware there were a number of issues, but here's the thing, I'm still going to be covering Warzone Mobile as often as I can, as it is fully integrated with the mainline Call of Duty series, and I'm sure with every new update that does release for the game, especially the one next week on April 3rd, Season 3, the game will get significantly better over time. But also, as a reminder, there is plenty of brand new content going up over on dkdynamite.com for those that want some article coverage of multiplayer, Warzone and zombies, hell, even Warzone Mobile, plus there are plenty of tweets every single hour on Detonated's Twitter. Now, the first thing I do want to point out is the fact that Warzone Mobile honestly feels like it suffers from the same issue that Warzone 2.0 did as of last year during Modern Warfare 2's life cycle, the idea that the game needs to play catch up. It might be a number of seasons or a fair amount of title updates before Warzone Mobile is brought up to speed with the current Warzone we have following the Modern Warfare 3 integration, right? The game itself definitely feels like Modern Warfare 2 Mobile, from the background music to the mechanics in-game. It definitely needs to play catch up, and maybe it won't until the Black Ops integration this December with Season 1. Maybe they're waiting for that, but you would have thought a game like Warzone Mobile would have launched last year during Modern Warfare 2 cycle, considering how close it is to the experience that we actually left behind after Al Mazrah got vaulted following MW3 Season 1. Now, I don't think that was the best note to start off on for the global launch of Warzone Mobile, especially considering Rebirth only had about 2 weeks of exclusivity before the main Warzone app gets the map back, right? It's getting the map back this upcoming week on April the 3rd, so things have been a bit wonky, but I guess you could say Verdansk is still going to be an exclusive mobile experience, at least for the next couple of months, since it's rumored to release during Season 1 for Black Ops Gulf War cycle, or whatever that game is called. But on a bit of a brighter note, we do have some community rewards that have finally gone live for all platforms. This was a part of the Operation Day Zero event. As you guys can see, hopefully you guys like my new mobile setup, by the way. I have my phone mounted on the mic arm. We could see that the event itself is now complete. The community has gone ahead and completed every milestone. We've gone ahead and cleared every single zone across Verdansk and even Rebirth Island. So now you can go ahead and claim all your rewards. I already did so this tab is now blank for me, but if you go to the item shop and you click on the Day Zero tab, you should see all of the new Golden Ghost cosmetics that are fully transferable into Modern Warfare 3 and regular Warzone, so that's cool to know. You can just go over to Gear, select your operator, and then once you click over on Ghost, you should see the Golden Phantom skin usable on all devices. For some reason, it is a little bit bugged on Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone right now, where the skin looks a bit wonky. The mask doesn't exactly load in, but I'm sure that'll be fixed either in the next few hours or with the launch of Season 3 in just a couple of days' time. But yeah, there you have it with Golden Phantom now available inside of the game. If you guys are wondering what's going on with the green Condemned Ghost skin, which was initially marketed as a transferable reward for the mainline series, I'm sure that skin's going to end up dropping inside of the main game, probably with the start of Season 3, considering it was initially confirmed as a transferable reward, and developers have still confirmed over on Reddit that that skin is meant to transfer to all games. So just be a little bit patient with that one, but at least we know Golden Phantom does fully work, or somewhat works, on every single game as of right now. Now, at the time of recording this video, I do plan on doing a live stream as of tomorrow, going ahead and finishing all my individual rewards to get the Bloody Reaper Ghost skin. All the rewards as a part of the individual section do not transfer into Modern Warfare 3 and regular Warzone. They might at a later date, but as of right now, they just won't. You need about, 300,000 event points to unlock this skin. Luckily, they've doubled the amount of event points you can earn while playing in either Verdansk or Rebirth Island. The entirety of Rebirth is a zone, whereas there's particular points of interest in Verdansk, nearly all of them. They do count as zones as well, so take advantage of that for the next couple of days before the start of Season 3, because then that'll be the end of Operation Day Zero. But yeah, as a reminder, the community did go ahead and fully complete the community aspect of the event, so all rewards can now be claimed. Now, before we continue, I just wanted to remind you about MitchCactus.com, where you can get assistance grinding camos, nukes, or schematics in MW3. These guys do not use unlock tools or any bannable methods and will actually help you play the game. Mitch Cactus is also supported by Trustpilot with over 10,000 verified reviews. You can use code Dynamite for a limited time to save 5% off your order. Now, on top of our brand new updates in the game itself, let's talk about the recent blog post for Season 3, which did cover a bit of Warzone Mobile. I'm sure they'll end up doing a separate blog post for mobile in the next few days if there is more content that has yet to be announced. But other than that, it does confirm in the blog post itself that this will be the following content that will end up transferring to Warzone Mobile once our third season does begin. 3 of the 4 new base weapons. It was confirmed the Moore sniper rifle from our new battle pass will not transfer into mobile for whatever reason, at least not right away. So it's to be expected that with the mid-season 3 update, early May, or a point after that, they'll end up adding the Moors to the mobile experience. But they did mention that all 8 new aftermarket parts will transfer into mobile right out the gate. And if you don't want to unlock those amps by doing weekly challenges in Modern Warfare 3, you could just use the Arsenal coins that you get in mobile just by playing the game. You can just use those as a currency to unlock the amps right away. But all your Black Cell content, Battle Pass content, the new operators, new store offerings, bundles, and all that good stuff that will transfer into Warzone Mobile. We're talking Makarov, Stasis, Snoop Dogg, Banshee, Hush, all of our new characters. And then there will, of course, be the 4 weekly events, which we're going to talk about a little bit later on. Your Season 3 prestige levels will also carry over into Warzone Mobile, so you can continue progressing the same operator and the same weapon levels across the board. But first, when it comes to Warzone Mobile's multiplayer, it was confirmed that Rust from Modern Warfare 2019, yes, the version we saw many years ago, not the current version, that's going to be added into Warzone Mobile day 1 with the launch of our third season. The map looks great, better than ever. It's cool to see new maps added into the multiplayer mix. I'm sure when Black Ops gets integrated later this fall, they'll end up adding in Nuketown, Raid, Slums, some of those iconic Treyarch theme maps. But for now, looks like we're going to get a slow drip of Modern Warfare theme maps over the next couple of months. And yes, there was a YouTube ad that recently confirmed Search and Destroy is intended to be added into Warzone Mobile. I believe it was a mode previously available during the limited testing that was going on in select regions. So they're going to end up bringing that back likely in our third season. But I'm sure we'll get a separate blog post talking about that later. It was also confirmed that Plunder is going to be added over into Verdansk with a 2 million score limit. I believe the original limit in Modern Warfare 19's Verdansk was $1 million. So I guess changing it up a little bit for the sake of pacing to 2 million here in game. So yeah, for those out there that do want infinite respawns, the ability to spawn in with your loadout, and just the ability to really grind weapon levels as fast as you possibly could on the go, Plunder is going to be your go-to over on Verdansk. So for those out there looking for that experience, you'll be seeing that on April the 3rd. Now, what is confirmed for an in-season update is buyback Battle Royale. As it says in the blog post, infill into Verdansk and its variation on the main Battle Royale, where the rules are generally the same, aside from one important difference. The Gulag is closed, and should an enemy take you out, you have a single respawn to drop back into the action, so make it count. Additionally, for duos, trios, and quads, you can buy back any teammate who hasn't made their second chance in that match. Expect this new mode to enter the player's rotation during the initial launch window of Season 3. It says in season right above that, so I'm assuming like a good 2 weeks after April 3rd, they'll probably drop that in. But then a feature called UAV Towers will be added into Rebirth. If you guys are familiar with regular Warzone, you probably know exactly how those work. You'll see a bunch of UAV towers scattered around the map. You go up to them and spend X amount of money, and it'll swipe maybe a couple of times. You'll get a few pings on your radar to see enemies nearby. But yeah, they do cost a little bit of money, so keep that in mind. But this is what I mean when I say that it looks like Warzone Mobile has to play a bit of catch-up with some very basic features that regular Warzone already has, or features that Warzone 1 had for multiple years, which mobile for some reason hasn't launched with. So keep in mind, there are a number of things that I know Warzone Mobile doesn't have in-game yet, but should be drip-fed or added over the next couple of seasons. Now, it is important to point out in the blog post it says, expect additional modes and various content for both Verdansk and Rebirth during the mid-season update. Season 3 Reloaded should be around May 1st. That would make sense according to the current in-game calendar and according to the classified sector. So there will be more added to Warzone Mobile mid-season. I'm sure for the next couple of weeks, they're going to work on making the game stable, ensuring that it's as smooth as can be, along with the content I just mentioned, but there is more on the way, and there should always be a significant update drop for mobile whenever there's a big title update inside of the mainline COD series. Always expect that, but they also mention events and the keep. So this says launch to mid-season. First off, every week, Warzone Mobile will have an event where a variety of exceptional cosmetics can be unlocked. These are designed for use only in Warzone Mobile, with each event coming with a new keep, an optional and entertaining way to obtain more items of varying rarity levels by spending COD points, including operator skins and weapon blueprints. So the keep is very similar to the lucky draw system that already exists within COD Mobile. This will be an optional system that you don't have to use or spend your COD points on. It's probably going to be pretty costly to use the keep, but I am expecting and honestly hoping that some of the weekly events Warzone Mobile ends up adding in, maybe not in Season 3, but in the future, hopefully those events also feature cosmetics and rewards that do transfer to the mainline series. That will significantly improve the interest in events like that within mobile, kind of similar to some parts of Operation Day Zero. People would be more encouraged, I think, to go ahead and grind through a tedious event if it meant they can use that reward in every single COD game, Modern Warfare 3, main Warzone, maybe later Black Ops. Let's see how that ends up working, but they do confirm an event from April 3rd to the 10th, the 11th to the 17th, the 18th to the 24th, and even the 25th to May 1st. Further evidence that Season 3 Reloaded is going to be May 1st. That's all they have planned up to right now, right? The first half of Season 3. We'll talk more about these rewards in a separate event-focused video I'm going to put out probably tomorrow, but long story short, there's going to be weapon blueprints, operator skins, and even vehicle skins, and probably some other cosmetics that do look pretty damn good, hopefully on par with how cool the cosmetics were for the Ghost-themed events. But it's like I've said before, expect various events and content drops to be exclusive to Warzone Mobile. There will be some content here and there that doesn't transfer into the main game, and that's fine, but so long as the base game, Warzone Mobile, feels great for those out there that could download it on their phone, as long as the game feels great, gets healthy amounts of updates, and kind of lives up to the expectations that have been built up over the last, almost 2 years now, things will be fine. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the Season 3 Warzone Mobile update? How are you feeling about the game? Playing catch-up, essentially, with the main Call of Duty experience, or real Warzone as of right now? And also, what are your thoughts on the brand new feature known as the Keep? Or, I guess you can call them Lucky Draws. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.